Okay, now I'm gonna show you our last workshop, Sunday morning. So our last workshop was about some advice spinning technique. So remember, I told you we have five different points for understand every movement in the spinning technique: feet, legs, card, angle axis, and spotting. Remember I told you about if you're gonna travel, obviously and normally you have to use all the time every step. I mean, you have to use both feet, or the feet. And then if you're gonna make a spinning in the same place, you can use only one foot. If I'm going left, I'm use left, and I'm gonna make my stop with the opposite side. If I'm going right, I'm use right for spinning, and then stop with the opposite side. I mean, if I'm going right, I have to use right and stop with the opposite. If I'm going left, I'm use left and stop with the opposite. Our second advice was about, remember I told you the body is different. Everybody have different bodies. Everybody have different collocations. So my body is different sometimes than your body, or maybe you can have the same type. So the collocation for the legs. This is the second point. The collocation for legs. I have both. I have both collocations. There are people feeling more comfortable using the legs completely straight, and there are people using a little plie. So you can get how you feel more comfortable doing a spinning, really straight or a little plie. So that's it's really important. The corn is super important because for me it's a more important tip for make a lot of spinning. You have to inhale and you have to exhale. What happened when I'm exhale? What happened when I'm exhale? My ribs is closed. So that's the collocation for make every spinning. You can do a spinning technique or a spinning movement with the ribs really close. So the best collocation is exhale all the air. I don't need air in my stomach and close the ribs. Yeah? Exercise. Inhale and exhale. A lot of strong in the abs and continue there. Yes? The angle and axis is really important. It's important for both, like leads and follow, but it's more for follows because normally the follow do a lot of movements with the spinning. So you have an angle, 90 degrees, and you have an axis, 90 degrees too, but it's in the same side, down my chest. For this angle, this is really important when you're gonna follow. This is my reference. You can't put the arms really upstairs. This is the reference. You have to continue with the same side down your head. And also, for example, this is a reference for the lead. The lead, you can't open or make a bigger circle. The reference is exactly around the head. And this axe, the axis is really important. I have my principal axe here, and I have another axe here, I have another here, and a here, and this is so classic for women. So the axis is a support for to have more balance. If you can control your body with only these points, you can use every and any axis for to have more balance. And for last, we have spotting. The spotting is important. It's a little bit more static. But normally, the spotting is when you have to use the spotting when you're gonna travel. Yes, because there are people, for example, sometimes I explained you. Sometimes there are people, for example, doing different movements during the spinning, yeah, and we don't have a spotting there. All the control is from the car. That's why I told you this is my principal advice. So exercise for to go from here until there. Yes, you're gonna NL and exhale before start every exercise. So the idea is NL. So you have to understand and you have to check how you feel more comfortable if using a straight or using little plie. So I'm gonna inhale and exhale, and first time with straight legs. I'm going really straight. Yes, really straight. That's really important. And the second exercise is with a little plie. Plie, 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 plie. When you finish, you have to tell me how you feel more comfortable. Thank you so much. I'm Dionay Silva, and this is Palm Springs Salsa and Bachata Extravaganza.